Okay, welcome again. This is TFX Trading Flow. And once again, we are in a new topic for the week, whereby many traders have been asking us, how do we go about our signals? This is the question that we'll be answering right now and through this short video, so that everybody can be able to know, especially those of us, as many as you are in our VIP group. These are the questions that we're gonna answer right now. But now, first of all, we need to know how do we approach our signals and what is our basic structure of our strategy, or how do we look for entries, exits, what are the high of the days, the low of the days that we are trying to explain with so many traders, especially one of us like likes of Ibrahim cannot be able to understand. So then it becomes that a video may be one of the best if explained, and this is the one that will be doing, this is the one that we want us to cover. You know very well that we are traders. That is the first thing, but being a trend, that means it's the general flow of the market, whereby the market may be moving in an up trade. This is our strategy ebook that is written by TFX Trading Flow and our team. So this is one of it. And this is the part whereby we cover the uptrend. This is the one we want just to indicate, first of all, the general pictures that are here. You can see this is another trend where in a down trade. So we look for entries in strong up trade and down trades, whereby the general flow of the market is either moving up or down. But again, we said a trend is not just a trend. A trend can only be equated as a trend if it has the momentum, whereby the trend of any trading asset is strong. And this is where the indicators come in. But first of all, you need to know what is the structure. So here, first of all, we want to show you what the structure we have. We have three types of structures. One, you can have an uptrend structure, whereby the market is moving up, or the market is moving down. That is a down structure, whereby the market is moving in a down trend. Then the other one is what we call a choppy market, or where the market do not have any definite trend, or whereby has no clear direction of the market. A choppy market simply means the market is raging. Others try to explain between a choppy and a raging market, but the same characteristics of the same is that the two do not have any definite trend. So for us, we don't trade choppy markets. We only look for strong trends. And that's why you find us holding for a trade for a week or even two. That does not mean we are not intraday traders, because after you get to the trend of the market, the next thing you know to know where the exact market, or how does the structure look like. In an up trade, every trade, an up trade or a down trade, in up trade, it's like you are moving up the stairs. You are taking up the stairs, whereby the market do not move in a straight line. Show me where the market moves in a straight line, and that is not the true structure of the market when it is being explained in a price action, that it's moving in in a staircase formation, whereby traders move up, they take profits, others hold, they move up once again, they take profit, they move up once again, they take. So in an up trade, whereby the market continue making new highs. You can see there's a new high. That's why it's called a higher high. Then there's a higher low, because this higher low is up compared to, is further up compared to the previous higher low. That's why it's called a higher low and a higher high, because it's continue making new highs. So when the market makes retraces, this is what we call a pullback, a retracement back. So when the market retraces back, we time when this retracement or higher lows touches the moving averages that we use in the market in our strategy. So when it touches this point, this is where now you use the candlestick pattern that you learned in Baby Pips. If you come to Baby Pips, like this is just by Baby Pips PDF. We, as a team, as a STF team, we keep on coming back here, because this is where you'll get most of this. Check here. You have the spinning top, doji, marubozu, all this. But the key candlestick that we use is bullish and bearish and engulfing bars, whereby like the market here is in a, like a bullish and engulfing bar. The market has been moving up, dropped down, made a higher high. There's a pullback or a retracement to the moving averages. So the first bullish bar, this is what we call a bullish engulfing or a bullish outside bar. So you look for entries, then you confirm with our indicators whether this overall structure has the momentum. If it doesn't have the momentum, you leave it. Because even if how a candlestick looks good, if there is no currency strength, either in a downtrend or in an uptrend, that is null and void, and you cannot be able to use it because it will keep on raging at one certain time. That's what you find in our trends, whereby in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, or even a few hours, you're in profit. So that is then you can use others. There are so many others that you can use in the market, and there are so many. It's not only just that one. You can use the morning star or evening star. All these we take you one-on-one in our strategy and in our full course, because this is our basis. One is the structure. The next one is the candlestick pattern. So you will find them here. Like here, you can see you have a bullish and engulfing bar. Like this one, if we had the momentum, and it's on a moving average, I would pick this one, these two pairs. Here you have another one. In fact, this is what we call a marubozu, or an inside bar. And you can see here it have an inside bar forced breakout. So if you don't know the language of candlesticks, it may become quite difficult. So when you pick the trade here, you can see the market is taking like an overall 10 candlesticks, an overall 10 candlesticks, an overall, like if you count them here, it's like an average 10 candlestick after here. So after one candle or 2 days, you may decide to close. But if you need more money, you can just, after few candlesticks, you just break even the market and move on and move on with the market, and hold on until you encounter a strong resistance level. In a downtrend, we have one and the same thing. But in a downtrend, because the market is making new lower lows and retracement where traders are taking profits, again, it's like you are moving down the stairs. Lower lows, lower highs, bearish engulfing bars. Bear candle means a sell. Like this one, have one of the best bearish candlesticks here. You may decide to sell if there's momentum in that market, or there's confluence whereby you can see, yes, we are in a minor resistance level. So there's a resistance, there's a bearish engulfing bar, and then there is momentum that you can confirm in your trade. Then there can be, once again, the price must be within what we call the value zone, or whereby within the moving averages. So these are some of the cases that we use. And in the bearish engulfing bar, if you come once again to candlesticks, you can see you have a bearish engulfing. So in an up trade, you can use a bullish engulfing. In a bearish engulfing, is bearish engulfing. So another key thing. Then after that, we can move on to another case scenario whereby so after that, you may try to check now with a chart, with an actual chart, and see what we have here. Like in such a market, you can see now the same structure is here. Price moving down, traders take profit, moves down, take profits, moves down, take profit. Wherever the prices touches our moving averages, those are the real buying or selling prices. Like you can check here. This trade, we took it at this candlestick here, you find at this point here. This is VIX 50. This one we gave it in our even in our other forums, even in our, we gave other traders, even on the main page. You can see these traders made a new high, retraced back, bullish engulfing bar, moves up, retraces, bullish outside bar. This is another type of a bullish engulfing bar. What did we do here? We did trigger this one based on this. After the cross at the point of this, then the stop loss is supposed to be at this point, because other traders are asking us, where do you put the stop loss? On the previous candle at the breakout low of the day. The low of the day of this candlestick, I may maximize this so that you can be able to see this. You see this candlestick after the bullish engulfing, but when you buy at this one, you come to this previous one, this one. So you bought you must wait for the candlestick to cross. You buy at this candle, then from there, at the lowest point of this one, you just come below, like between 1 to 10 pips. There is the initial stop loss. So even if the market may have spent here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, then it continued moving up. And you can see we did buy this around quite like 2 weeks ago. After it makes a new high, it has not even retraced back to the moving averages because the momentum is very high. You can see this is part of the average directional movement index that you can use in the market, because average directional movement index is another one that you can use, like the ADX. but this one is a mixture of two candlesticks, of two indicative elements. One is indicating the trend, confirming secondary confirmation of my trend. Apart from the structure, you see the structure is moving up. Then what happens? The candlestick, you get in, then you hold. Then after moving up, making the new high, you may look for the next, as I told you, for the next strong resistance level, like in this point. It's here. If this market is here, that is it. It's gone. There's the TP. But since the trend is still very, very strong, you can see the ADX is above level 20 and even 25. So you can see it is actually at 39. So that tells you it's very high. So it continues to move up. So this one, that's why you'll be holding, but that does not mean we did cross the initial one. Then after that, what do? You move up. Like in one of the way you can use to press the trading stop loss. One of the easiest way is when the market moves up, retraces back, then it breaks out the initial higher high, like at this point. Then the first initial stop loss, you may move it at this point. Then the market moves up, retraces back, then it breaks out this minor resistance level. Then you bring your trading stop loss just a few pips below. You see, it has not come back once again. But another key thing you can do is, this is 10 and 20 EMA. So 20 EMA becomes one of the best. You move your trailing stop loss with the 20 EMA because the price rarely comes back here. If it crosses below 20 EMA, that is not your trade once again, and trade may be changing. You see, like from this point, when it makes a new low, it never comes back to the 20 EMA. When it crosses here above, this is the first initial sign that the trend actually is changing. And after that, you see it makes a new high. How do you know that the structure is changing? When a higher, lower low, price moves up, breaks the initial resistance level at this point. When it breaks the initial resistance level at this point, then retraces back. This down trend was supposed to break this support level. It didn't do so. After this point, you can start buying from this point, and you see we waited our candlestick, we did trigger, and we moved up. And that is how we do with all our trades. Currencies, today I've used indices. Another time you'll see currencies. You can see like in this one, market we did buy at this bullish engulfing has been moving up. We've been moving up with the trading stop loss. If this one crosses here, we are ready to take that profit. Of course, we did cross our initial profit, but our initial target may be at that point. I can see a VX 100 sell. You see, like in this one, this was the bearish engulfing, but in a downward structure. See now, the moving up, cross below the moving averages. That's the initial way to know that the structure is changing. It retraces back. The first candlestick, it did sell at the close of this one. The initial stop loss was at this point here. Yeah. But then I'm moving with the 20 EMA. You see? Or if it traces back, then comes down. This is where I put my initial, my trading stop loss, and I continue moving down. So that's how we do it. And it's so easy. If you can be able to follow these simple rules, you'll be able to make out of it in a market. So wait for the market to break the structure. And with this one, I think I've explained everything. And from StiffX Trading Flow, that is it for today. I think that's not very hard to follow if you want, for those who are in our VIP groups, for those who want to advance in your trading. Make sure you use the structure, the candlestick patterns, and that's what we do in our strategy, full course and investment-based course. Though that one makes time because we must show you how to move with the longer-term trends and how to do all this, how to follow all these long-term trends so that it's like of investment. In most of our investment, we must hold for long terms, for 2 weeks, even a month, if you want to make any dime, so that at the end of the month, you have enough even to pay your investors. As simple as that. So from StiffX Trading Flow, that is it. From our educational department, that's how we do it. And thank you. Learn, earn, and invest with StiffX Trading Flow. Thank you.